As promised, here is a more in-depth review of Brighton by Estetica. The other one was just a first impressions. I was very impressed, and I put it on today, and I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I'm still quite impressed. I think in that video I said something about I didn't have to pull in the hook adjusters. They're not hook adjusters. I'm so used to Estetica having hook adjusters, it just came out that way. This Brighton has an extended nape and Velcro adjusters. Kudos, Estetica, you've done it right. Their cap size seems to be a little bit more to average instead of, you know, ultra large. And I'm still in love this morning. But let me tell you a little bit more detail about Brighton here. I will show you a picture of the cap, okay? I'll put the cap up here. I took a picture of the cap inside. I don't like taking it on and off, and because I had to come outside and have to come a distance and put my wigs down on a table that, you know, may have dust on it or pollen or something. I just don't want to do that. I took a picture of the cap for you. I'll show you the inside. It has a left lace part, and it goes all the way to the crown. It has a beautiful lace front. I didn't show you that in detail yesterday, I don't think. This is, let me get this on better. This is your lace front. Look at on this color, it is so invisible. Look at this, because there's no dark knots, of course. Okay, the color's gorgeous. This 1488, Arch 1488. The cap on this light color is not as light as the one on Sage. They changed that cap. It's 1488M on my Sage. The color is a little bit, it's neutral to slightly warm. This is neutral to cool. It's a lot more ash in this color than on the 1488 that came on Sage. Sage it's been around for a few years. These are heat-friendly fibers, okay? Heat-defiant. On the tag it said you can use heat up to 280 degrees, which is a little bit less than what I'm used to seeing in some places. The bang is 6. Bang is beautiful. But they say they've got the 6-inch measurement. Maybe this side, well, maybe that one. My face is 8 inches from here to here. The sides are 7. The crown back here is 5.5. And guess what? I found one retailer. Now maybe Estetica has changed this now. Maybe they made a correction. I would be very pleased if they did and admitted their little mistake there. But I saw one retailer, and I was getting the stats. I better look up the stats. And so I looked for a retailer I buy from occasionally, and it says the nape is 5 inches, not 9.5 like it originally said, but 5 inches. And apparently somebody at Estetica, had told someone that it was the measurements 9.5 for the nape were correct. They were nowhere near correct. I knew them, and when I saw it, this was Kona reincarnated, so to speak. It's 3.5 ounces. It is stunning. Let me turn around and show you this beautiful, beautiful wig. I love this wig. Who knew that I would go back to Estetica and be impressed? She is got one little flingles that flip up in the air, but yeah, she's beautiful, beautiful. It doesn't feel, it feels very lightweight. The retail on this wig, Estetica Brighton, is much less than some that we've seen lately. The retail is $266. That means the 30% off is, if you just want to go with the 30% off, it's $186. I had a credit where I bought it through one of my retailers, and one of the couple that I use regularly. I found I had a little more store credit, so I got it for less than that slightly, but $186 would be 30% off price, and to me 30% off is normal price. So hopefully this is a little bit more information about this beautiful piece. It is just, pretty frankly, I'm in love with this. I was so disappointed because I'd asked somebody, I said, I heard Kona was being discontinued, Beltress Kona. And she said, well, no, they said it's not. And then the next thing you know, it was discontinued. And so I didn't have a chance to get another Kona. Now, they don't have this color in Beltress. The lightest rooted wig that they have, I believe, is the Roca Margarita, and it's not as warm as this. It's a lot more silvery blonde than this is. So I love this color. It's perfect. So there's a little bit more information about Estetica Brighton. I think I highly recommend it, especially with the Velcro adjusters. Oh, kudos to Estetica for getting with the program here. And I know we don't know how these are going to last. They feel like new they feel like new Beltress fibers, which are heat defiant, and the Beltress fibers last a good bit longer for me than Raquel Welch fibers. I don't like Raquel Welch fibers. I love Beltress fibers. They all feel good when they're new, okay? Well, you know that. They all feel kind of silky and nice when they're new. I don't wear my wigs all day, every day. And quite often I'm at home and I have a baseball cap, or I have a crocheted beanie or something in the cold weather. And so I don't wear wigs, and in the summer it's especially difficult to wear wigs, and I don't wear them generally unless I go off property or someone's coming here and I'm going to see human beings. So I don't know if I'll be able to around to tell you how they wear. If I have, you know, some of your emails or something from people who've purchased wigs from me, I will be sure to email you if you're interested and tell you how they're wearing. Although I don't wear mine out as fast as many do who wear them every day, all day, every day. I said on my, it's cold out here, so I'm kind of freezing here. This morning is cold. It's going to get warmer tomorrow. I said that I would probably not buy any more wigs for the foreseeable future. I literally, at this point, except for my old crowd pleaser that I boxed up and I can pull it out when I need it. I have two wigs. I own two. I own the Sage in 1488M, which means it has a very light cap. It has more permatease than Brighton. Brighton has less permatease than Sage. Brighton has very little permatease. I'm thrilled with the permatease level on this. Sage has a lot more at the nape. This is almost permatease free at the nape. I'm very pleased with it, and yet the style is held up. It's beautiful. And I probably will not be buying any more wigs. The Great Wig Chase video that you probably watched, you know, I've been struggling with this, buying more wigs. I don't make money on my channel. I do not monetize on purpose. It's not what I was doing this for in the first place. And, I don't have any income. People don't send me wigs. When scammers offer to send me wigs, I refuse. Because when somebody says, hey, will you review a wig from our company? I go research their company a little bit. That is why I'm very disappointed when I see reviewers who should know better representing scam companies. And you can tell they're a scam company. All you have to do is look at their online catalog. It is full of page after page of stolen intellectual property. Full of it. I've told them to get lost already one time, this IM wigs. Then they commented on my channel and I banned them. But other reviewers you need to research these companies. You're not going to get John Renault Julianne, which is, they've stolen that stock photo and they've done a little alteration of the face of the model, but it's the same. You can tell it's the same one. And you can't buy that wig for $99.99, but that's what it is in their catalog. If you think you're going to get that kind of bargain on a brand new hand-tied John Renault, you're in La La Land. And I've tried to warn women about the scams out there. I try to keep this channel, I've tried to keep it drama free. My first wig channel, I would go into, you know, wig communities and stuff like that. When I left. When I left that and I came back later, I said, this is about the wigs. Nothing but the wigs, the wigs, the wigs, the wigs, the wigs. Helping women make better decisions when they've decided wigs are their solution to their hair loss. And I do have hair loss, so I understand hair loss. Denise Sheets has hair loss. She understands hair loss. There's some women who don't have hair loss and they are wearing wigs for fashion. And there's nothing wrong with that. But they're not coming from the same place that women with hair loss are coming from. They can't. But I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here. I've tried to keep this channel drama free. It was do the reviews, don't even push retailers. I've only recently mentioned any retailers specifically by name for something good that they did, not for something bad that they did. I don't, if somebody messed me over, I just don't usually name their names, the retailer. And a lot of times they're getting their instructions from the brands. They're saying, you're not going to take this back. This is not a defect, blah, 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 okay? And when I made the video about wig manufacturers gaslighting customers, all of a sudden I got some major response. One part of that is people felt a little camaraderie because they've been through the same thing. The second part of that is a little less tasteful, a little more distasteful, I mean. It's that people seem to love drama. I try to keep this channel drama free. And yet that video got an overwhelming positive response, but it also drew in some negativity. And I was only trying to get out the facts that if you may love a retailer or a brand, and they may be great until you try to return a defective wig. Not one you just don't like, but a defective wig. That's when you get the pushback. Now, I'm not going to go through that again, but that video, it showed me a lot. I was telling the truth. I was laying it all out. What happened to me, how the attitude of manufacturers seems to have been changing in recent years. They're not as willing to accept that they make mistakes as they used to be. But it also showed a lot of things. I got some of the negative responses were, well, so ridiculous. First, I get a lot of people don't realize how much it takes to do the reviews and edit these videos and get them out. The editing takes longer than making the video, far longer. To make it in a format that you can see well and that shows the color properly, it's very hard to do it because I've got natural light, but the light also changes out here. And you've got a monitor, and I've got a monitor. I'm editing on one monitor, and you're watching on another. And there's a lot of pitfalls in editing, and people don't realize the work that goes into making these videos. And I don't even have the big studio lights and all that kind of stuff. But they're perfectly willing to tell me to come in and say, you know, you really shouldn't say that, or you just need to forget all that, or what you need to do is you're not doing a review, you're just griping about the industry and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, whose channel is this anyway? Whose channel is this? I've come to believe I'm not helping people very much. That there are reviewers who get sent wigs every single week or buy them every week, and they're always putting out, they're just floating content out like they're going down the rapids in a river. They're floating out a lot of content. I can't do that because I have only reviewed wigs I bought for myself. Many of them didn't work out. Some of them I wore quite a lot, got a lot of use of them, and they were still in great condition, and I would sell them to somebody else so they could have a chance to try something at a really low price. And this baby's not going anywhere, okay? Don't wait for me to sell this one. It's not going anywhere. But I try to be as honest and transparent as I can about what I think, using as much tact as I can drum up sometimes. And some people appreciate it, and I appreciate them. Other people, they just don't think I should be doing it that way. I was like, you know, you don't realize how much trouble it is to not only edit your video, then get it up on YouTube and go through all the rigmarole of setting all the parameters in YouTube. And then you have to put yourself out there, and then you get a lot of negativity sometimes. I don't used to get a lot, but I've had stalkers. I've had people harass me. I had people lie about me. I've had a whole lot of things happen to me since I began wearing wigs. And at the beginning, I was in wig groups. let's just say there's a lot of mental illness in the wig community, and of course there's a lot of mental illness in society in general, but that was becoming quite unpleasant, and I left. Hang on. Sorry, my battery pack ran out. Okay, so when I first started, I went through a lot of wigs too. I spent a lot of money trying to find out, trying to learn to wear wigs and learn what I liked. We all do that, okay? We all do. At some point, that has to stop. And I've had sort of a crisis in the last few years, last couple of years at least, where I felt like, and here I go being honest again, that's going to probably bite me like it always does. I felt like I couldn't reconcile my frugal nature and my sense of financial responsibility with purchasing wigs as the prices went up, and satisfaction with them went down. I became very disenchanted. And my main channel on YouTube is a homesteading, frugal living channel. I touch on gardening, I touch on raising chickens, and a little bit of political stuff because it sometimes affects the freedom we have to homestead and raise our own food and livestock. And it's buying these wigs, these very expensive things, has really been, it's like a dissonance. It's like you're frugal, but you're spending thousands of dollars on wigs. Not lately, but. And I think a lot of my dissatisfaction with many wigs recently has not only been lack of quality, it's been going down in some cases, and they've been cutting features back for the price that you're paying, and as well as nobody makes a non-rooted wig, non-rooted blonde wigs. Rooted wigs do not look more natural. In my world of, I don't dye my hair, I never had root regrowth. If I did, if women in my age group had root regrowth, they would cover that really quick. They wouldn't buy something that had fake root regrowth already on it. That just doesn't make any sense to me. And so, if you're a brunette and you have a blonde wig that has roots, you're a brunette. Your eyebrows match and all that kind of stuff. But a lot of my, is more and more dissatisfaction with making the videos, as well as just wearing the wigs in general, and wearing wigs that I really wasn't happy with. This is the first wig that I've purchased in ages that I was 100% thrilled with. Even the last John Renault hand-tied January that was Palm Springs blonde, the root on it was darker than the last root that I had. That's not even consistent. I thought, well, Palm Springs blonde, I had one, the root was very, very subtle. I mean, it was really ashy and really subtle. And I got this one thinking, oh, that's the new one. No, it went back to the old darker roots. Even with number 18, I'm like, that's not a number 18 in my book. So the dissatisfaction, even with wigs I formerly loved. Now, I would buy another John Renault January hand-tied in 22 F16, which is a light blonde. It's kind of not too far from this. And I would buy that again. I used to have one. I don't know why I sold it. I used to have one. I would get that again. But see, I'm not buying wigs. If I was going to buy a wig now, it would be probably a backup for this. I like it that much. So this and Sage are the only ones I own. But I don't feel like if people won't watch out for themselves as far as the scammers and won't do their research and won't be familiar with the product they're trying to buy, there's a lot of money to spend on these things. You need to know what you're buying, or what you're told that you're buying. You need to know that that's what it is. You don't want to go to one of these wig things and think you're getting something that looks like a Julianne, and you come home and when you get it, it's like, it looks like a Halloween costume wig, even though they used the stolen stock photo and altered the face on the model. They've stolen my pictures. They've stolen Taz's pictures. They've stolen pictures of almost all reviewers. And they will swear to the cows come home that they're legit, but they're not. But I keep trying to show women, but they won't see. I'm not sure I'm doing any good. So I'm going to back off wig reviews here. I'm going to back off this channel. I don't know if I'll get another review out or not. And Because I'm not going to be buying wigs. What is there for me to say? I don't want to make content just to make content. I don't want to pump out videos about anything I can think of to do with wigs if it's not just reviewing wigs and helping you make good buying decisions. I'm just not sure that that's helpful to anybody. So I love my subscribers that have been here. That some of them were on the first channel that I had, and when I quit it, they were like, "Where did you go?" And when they found me again on this one, and I've been doing this for I don't know how many years now, and I enjoy the creative process. I do. But I have another channel, and it's got varied subjects on it, and I've got my work cut out for me just to maintain that one. And one day I may have 0 presence on YouTube. I don't know. But for now, I can't justify encouraging women to buy wigs. I'm not really trying to encourage you to buy wigs, but I think they get encouraged anyway. I just want to say, if you're going to buy this wig, this is what you're going to get. This is what you're probably going to get. This is what you may not like. This is what I think is wonderful. This is what I think they fell short on. That's all I wanted to do. And I don't want to keep talking about this, but I do appreciate, but I don't think I'm being as helpful to you as I would prefer to be, and it's not really helpful to me. Just this channel limping along like it has been lately, because I just don't have the content. I don't have the wigs to show you, and I'm not going to have the wigs to show you, because my great wig chase is over. I'm done. I'll either not wear them or I'll wear just what I like. Now, God forbid they discontinue this one, because then I'd be on the search again for something else. But anyway, I do appreciate you. I hope this helps you make a decision about buying this. It is less expensive than some others. It really is. Let me turn around and see if you can see the back of this color. Okay. It's so pretty. I don't have a mark down here to stand on, so I keep going off camera. Look, it's got this one little curl that needs to be tucked back here. There we go. But yeah, this is beautiful. It's lightweight, it's silky, it's gorgeous. I hope the fibers last, and I may or may not be around to tell you if they do. But some of you who I have email addresses for that you've purchased from me, I'll let you know. But like I said, I don't wear them out that much. I wear them a long time because I only wear them just briefly on certain days. So anyway, you ladies have a wonderful weekend, and spring is in the air. Spring is in the air, everybody. And if you want to go to my homesteading channel, you're welcome to come over there. My motto on that channel is take what you need and leave what you don't. Take what you need, leave what you don't. I have the same rules for behavior on that channel that I do on this channel, pretty much. You're not misbehaved, are you? Nah, you're not. Anyway, that channel is called Roots, Rocks, and Feathers. And I've had it for about a dozen years. I haven't promoted it. I don't monetize that one either. And from time to time, YouTube likes to slap me on the wrist and say, you shouldn't have said that, or whatever. So, just be warned. Anyway, I thank you guys. Most of my subscribers are wonderful. And I appreciate the really nice ladies I've met through the internet. I've met my really dear friend Rachel, Indecisive Wig Wearer, in a wig group. She was the one great thing that came out of the wig group. Yes, we have similar worldviews and everything, and now we're having similar thoughts about our wig channels. So, yeah, it's a tough decision because I don't want to let anybody down, and yet I have a real life that I need to get back to, and the way the world is today, and with the horrors happening in the world, I just can't justify the great wig chase anymore. It can't be justified. And I don't need distractions. I need to work on my survival of my family in the future. So, hope to see you over at Roots, Rocks, and Feathers, if you will, if you're of a mind to. I'm not suggesting. That's okay. I don't make money off that channel either. So, if you don't want to come over there, that's okay. You're not hurting me. But, let me know. Now, I don't discuss, on that channel, I do not discuss wigs on that channel. I don't mention wigs. I don't discuss wigs on Roots, Rocks, and Feathers. So if you I prefer you not bring the subject up. It's just a rabbit hole. I don't want to go down on that type of channel. That's all. So have a great day and have a great weekend. Bye.